Hello students, welcome to our YouTube channel EduBase Learning. So today our topic is the mensuration, and on this particular video we will discuss about the cylinder only, and there we will learn how to find out the volume, how to find the surface area for both of types of cylinder. Basically we can see that the cylinders are of two types. One is called the hollow cylinder, another one is called the solid cylinder. So before we go to the find the formula, we will learn the video slowly. Keep watching this video from very beginning to the end, then you will be able to find out how to find out the volume and how to find the surface area by own yourself for any kind of figure. So here I have explained it very theoretically and with a proper explanation in which you can find out the volume, how to don't try to memorize the whole thing, don't try to keep the whole things in your mind, and just it's called the right ratta mark nahi jana hai. But you have to find out the volume, the formula, how we can calculate. Only then you can put the formula in the examination if you ever forget the formula in there. Suppose you have any kind of confusion in there that which formula should be correct or something. But if you learn how to find out the formula or surface area, only then you will be able to put whole thing in there and to find the solution of there. So our now we go into the theory part, and here you will learn those things, the volume and the surface area. So check it out. Well, this is the shape of a cylinder. I hope you know or you are the familiar of this shape. So first we'll find out how many faces are there or how many surfaces are there. Now we can see that there are two types of surfaces. One is called the plane surface and others we call the curved surface. Now which one is the plane surface and which one is the curved surface? The plane surface means the surface in which if we move our hands on that surface, you can see that it's a plane. I mean it's go constantly in the same direction, like those two surfaces, the top one and the bottom one. They are the plane surfaces. Now if you rub your hand on the side portion of the cylinder, now you can see that your hand is moving around the shape according it has been made. So this is called the curved surface. That one is the curved surface. Okay, so those two surfaces are, you can see that this top portion, the plane surfaces are in the shape of a circle, and the side portion, the curved surface portion, this is actually in made of the circumference of a circle. You can see, so this is the base. If we place the circle one above another, then the curved surface is made. So to understand it very precisely, we will show it by keeping a small parts, the small parts like this. So if I place, suppose this this is a ring, or you can say a bangle or something. So if I take a several number of bangles and place one above another, you can see that it is forming a cylindrical shape. So here if we keep it uniform, then one after another, you can see that it's constantly making a cylindrical shape. So that means the circumference of each of the circle, is liable to make the curved surface portion. Okay, so keep in mind that the circumference of a bangle or a ring is making the curved surface portion of the cylinder. And now if I take the bangle is solid, then the cylinder is formed, that we call the solid cylinder. And if I take the hollow type of bangles, then it will keep the hollow cylinders. So now the thing is that solid cylinder means a cylinder which is completely made of an uniform material and which is completely filled up by this material. That means the top portion to the bottom portion is completely filled up by the same type of material. It is completely filled up. Then we called it the solid cylinder. So for solid cylinder, now we will try to find out how to calculate the curved surface area. We will write it in the short form CSA, and the total surface area and the volume as well. So the first thing first, we will first try to find out the curved surface area. curved surface area. And earlier I have told you that the curved surface area of a cylinder is made of the circumference of the bangles or the circumference of the rings whichever I have placed one above another and made the cylinder. So now we will find out that this curved surface area has been made by the circumference of the bangle which is in the shape of circle. So what is the formula to find of the circumference of a circle? Yes, it is 2 pi r. So 2 pi r is making up to the height as my desired height. That means if I take the cylinder up to the height 10 centimeter, then I have to multiply with 10. If I take up to the height of the 12 centimeter, I will take 12. So suppose I have taken as arbitrarily h certain unit height, so it will be multiplied with h. So the curved surface area is 2 pi r h. And now earlier I have told you that there are two types of surfaces are there. One is the curved surface, another one is plane surface. Total, by adding those two surfaces, we will get the total surface area. So then I will find out the plane surface area. So for the plane surface area, which are the top portion and the bottom portion, and you can see that this top and the bottom portion are in shape of a circle. So their area should be pi r square. Pi into radius square, radius will be available in there. So by pi r square you can get the plane surface area for each of the one. For the top pi r square and for the bottom there is another pi r square. So in total of the plane surface area we have to take 2 pi r square because there are two plane surfaces. Now we will try to find out the total surface area. Okay, so for your own help you can pause the video and try to write the formula in there and then come to the next phase. And here now we'll find out the total surface area. So for total surface area we have already find out the curved surface area and the plane surface areas. So for the total surface area, that should be the curved surface area, curved plus plane. So I have find out that curved portion is 2 pi r h and the plane surface is 2 pi r square. You can take the 2 pi r as common, so it will be h plus r. That is the final formula to find out the total surface area of any kind of solid cylinder. Now it's time to find out the volume of the solid cylinder. So before we go to the direct to the formula, I will like to explain you how to find the volume. Generally we try to we find the volume by using the formula that volume means the area of base into height. Okay, why do we do that area of base into height? Because first of all you have to learn that volume means the total material contained, or you can see that if it is hollow then total amount of water contained by the particular figure. So here the volume is that it can be formed by a solid bangle, I mean which is totally filled up inside of it. I mean, or you can see that it is very preferable that you will take the plate, a simple plate of uniform size. Several plates has been taken and I have kept one above another, then you can get a solid cylinder. So area of base, so base is formed by a plate which is solid, so area of base is pi r square, cause the plate is in the form of circle, so pi r square, and the height is h. Suppose it is our desirable height which will be have to be calculated, so pi r square h, that is the formula to find the volume of a cylinder. This all total of formula for the solid cylinder particularly. Now here it comes, what about the hollow cylinder? Again I'm telling you, we will go very slow and we will explain it whole, and you have to see the video from the very beginning to up to the end. Only then you will be able to learn the whole thing, and that whole thing you will get captured in your total memory, and you will find out or you can face any of the problems regarding the cylinder. So now for the hollow cylinder, you can see that there is also the three surfaces. Two plane surfaces are there, two plane surfaces, the top one and the bottom one, and the one is the curved surface one. Now as it is hollow, so there are another one surfaces inside of it. There is we called the inner curved surface area. Suppose for example a pipe which has a certain thickness, that we call the thickness. Okay, so for the due to the presence of the thickness, you can see that two concentric circles are there. Now if I see from the top of it, the top view of the cylinder should be like this. Two concentric circles will be there. Now as two circles are there, that means there should be two radius. Now we will take the outer one as the outer radius, we will denote it by capital R, and the inner one we will call the inner radius, we denote by small r. So there are two surfaces, two curved surfaces. One is the outer curved surface and the one is inner curved surface. And precisely there the top and the bottom part, there is another two plane surfaces, but they are not completely filled. The middle portion, the middle circle, which are in the another inside of the other circle, this portion is vacant. That means only that part is filled up by the material. That means only this part is the inner curves, the plane surface area. That means for that particular part we don't know any direct formula of it. So the formula you can see in the books or something, that is the derived formula. So how we have derived this part? You can see the outer circle is contained the whole outer portion, including inner side of itself, and the smaller circle is includes the inner portion of itself. Now if I subtract this inner part of the smaller circle from the total, you will get the remaining part on between the both to the circles. That means pi capital R square minus pi small r square. That is the area of the inner part, the area which is enclosed by two circles. And as there are two plane surfaces, we will multiply it by 2. That will be the plane surface area of the hollow cylinder. So I will write it in clear that if I have to find out the plane surface area of a hollow cylinder, we will just input the volume, we will input the formula that plane surface area, that is equals to 2 into pi capital R square minus pi small r square. You can take the pi as common, so 2 pi capital R square minus small r square. That is the plane surface area of the hollow cylinder. Now we will find out the curved surface area. As I have told you that there are two curved surfaces, that one is the inner one, another one is the outer one. Now you have to find out which curved surface area is bounded by which circle. It is quite obvious that inner part is totally bounded by the inner circle and the outer part is bounded by the outer circle. So to find the curved surface area, first I will say the inner curved surface area. The inner curved surface area which is enclosed by the small circle, that is similar 2 pi small r into h, because the height from the outer side or from the inner side both are same. And similarly for the outer curved surface area, we will take the formula as 2 pi capital R into h. Those two are the formula of the curved surfaces. Now we will find out the total surface area. Okay, you can pause the video and then write the formula and then come to my next part, which I will find out the total surface area. So in total surface area, we will add the surface area of all types of surfaces we have find out. Now here you can see that two curved surfaces, one is inner, another is outer, and there are two plane surfaces also. So the total surface area that is included 2 pi capital RH plus 2 pi small r into h plus 2 pi. I have taken the pi on the out as common, so I will keep it on the outside, So this will give 2 pi capital R square minus small r square. Now from the very first on the beginning, you can take 2 pi into h as common. So r plus r plus 2 pi r square minus r square. Actually, there is no need to simplify the formula. You can just write the first part of it and then you can put the value of them directly in there. And then you can also find the same answer, which we will find out by simplifying that thing. So there is no need to simplify that part, but I am just doing it for your any extent. But if you want to memorize it, or if you want to take it, put it directly, you can do it here. So this thing is the total the surface area, and as well as in partition wise I have shown you the curved surface area and as well as the plane surface area of a hollow cylinder. Now I will find out the volume. So to find the volume, now you can see that the volume means the portion which is enclosed by those two circles. That means the material which is enclosed between those two circles, the outer one and the inner one. So here, to find the outer and the inner portions between the volume, we will apply the same thing. The same formula is that volume means, I have already said in earlier, that volume means the area of base into height. Okay, so now the base is same as the top one, that means two concentric circles, and already I have told you how, that means the plane surface, and already I have told you how to find the plane surface area of the hollow cylinder. But here we will take only one, that means we will not take that 2 pi capital R square minus small r square, rather than we will take only pi into r square minus r square, because that is the formula to find the surface area of one part, and I have taken the 2 for both the parts, that means top and the bottom. Including top and bottom, the 2 will come, but here I will take only area of base, for the base part only the pi into capital R square minus small r square, and the height is already there. So that is the volume of hollow cylinder. Very simple and very easily you can learn that thing. And if you are able to get all those features, I mean how it has been formed, you will easily find out the volume or the surface area, anything of any of the regular figure. So that's all for our video, the first part 1 of mensuration only on the cylinder. I hope the next parts will come very soon. In there we will learn about the numericals of the cylinder, and then we'll go to the cone, how to formulate it, and then how to solve their numericals also, and then the sphere, and then the total composition of the solids. And I hope this video will help you to find out the numericals at your ease. And so until the next video will come, then stay with us and watch the video from the very beginning to the end. Only then you will be able to find out the your problems or your shortcomings, and only then you will improve yourself. And wait for our next video. Thank you.